So let's look at truth tables for a minute. Truth tables are part of the symbolic logic field, which is a huge field. But truth table, we're just going to scrape the surface of it. Truth tables are important for programming and other aspects of this field, such as artificial intelligence and expert systems. Just if you've done programming, you've used truth tables. The conditionals, like an if statement or a while statement, the conditional is either true or false, and the computer uses a truth table to figure out how that works. So we're going to look at simple truth tables, and we're going to start with and. And so we have and, which symbols could be a dot, same symbol as the multiply, an ampersand, and it could be something like that or like that. And so those would be the symbols that you might see for and. And when we're doing a truth table, what we want to find out is what are all the possibilities of our two sides of the truth of A and B that will give us the total answer for A and B. So what we do is we say A and B, and we want to say when is this entire statement true or false. So we need to see all the different possibilities. So we make a truth table, and we're going to need 4 rows of conditionals and 1 for the labels. So we do A and B, and we do true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. And that gives us all the different possibilities of trueness and falseness for the 2 items in our statement. So for A and B, we have true and true, and are they both true? Yes, so that's true. Is true and false, is that A and B? No, that's false. False and true is false. False and false is false as well. So that's our and statement for our simple truth table. If we're going to do or, we can do an or statement. And or, the symbols for or are either a plus sign. Yes, I know, plus is and when we're doing math. 3 and 4 is equal to 7, but it's or in logic. So we can do an or, we can do a U like that, a V like that. So those are ones we're going to do for or. So we do A or B, so we do A or B. True or true, which they're both true, so it's true. True or false is going to be true. False or true is going to be true, and false or false is going to be false. So if any of them are true, the entire statement is true. So if you say A or B, if A is true or B is true, or both are true, the entire statement is true. Now, instead of or, we could do XOR, which you'll see as XOR or a circle with a plus in it. Now, XOR style is called exclusive OR. So we put the circle and the plus, and we do A exclusive OR B. And what this means is either but not both. So true is actually true XOR true is actually false. True XOR false is true. False XOR true is true. False XOR false is false. So XOR is same as OR, except they both can't be true. So it's exclusive OR. Now, the last double one is going to be if. And we can say implies. And you can see that as an arrow, or you can see it as a loop that goes this way. So if we do if A then B, or A implies B, we do A implies B. If A is true, then B is true, and they're both true, that's true. If A then B, and if A is true and B is false, then the entire statement is false. Now here's the hard part. This is the one you're going to have to just memorize out of all of them. It doesn't make sense. Well, to most people it doesn't. If A is false, and B is true, it's still true. And if A is false and B is false, it's still true. If A is false, the whole statement is true for an if statement, just an if statement. So this is the one you're going to have to memorize. This one is the hardest one to do. Now, these are all with two statements. We have some that only have one. And so, in that situation, we only need true and a false, and that is we can do not. And not is either an exclamation point, a tilde, sometimes you'll see a line on top, sometimes you'll see a line with a bar on top. Most of the time for me, you're just going to see the tilde. And so we do not A. If A is true, not A is false. If A is false, not A is true. Make sense? Okay. We'll do one more. We can do equivalency. So you can see A is equivalent to B. You'll see it as 3 lines or a double-sided arrow, which is the one I prefer when I'm writing on the board. So we need to do, it's got 2, so we need 5 lines. So we do half, and we do A and B. So we do A, B, A equivalent to B. So we do, again, true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Is A equivalent to B? Is true equal to true? Yes, that's true. Is true equal to false? No, that's false. Is false equal to true? No, that's false. Is false equal to false? Yes, that's true. Now notice that this is the opposite of A exclusive or B. So that would be true and true is false, true and false is true, false and true is true, and false is false. So equivalency and exclusive or are linked together because they're opposites. And you will see that sometimes in some of your work.